So for this project, I'm going to be using the Big Twist Value yarn. This is sold exclusively at Joann. You can go to joann.com and purchase it there, or go to the store. I find it that they have more of a selection online, color selection, so I usually buy all this online. So this is the Big Twist, that's from them, and here is, this one is, I got this at michaels.com. I think this is also an exclusive of theirs, and I also get it online. There's just more color options than if you just go to the store. This other one, oh sorry, this is the curry color. Did I even say what color this was? This one's the Varsity Gold. And this is another one from Joann, the Big Twist, and this one is the burnt orange. This other one over here is the one from Michaels, and it is the clay color. So even though these yarns are for different brands, as long as they're the worsted weight, the same weight, these are the 4 worsted weight, they're all the same weight, you can definitely, you know, use different brands. But if you want to, like, let's say if you want to do Red Heart Super Saver, which is a 4 weight, and then you want to use a mandala, like the mandala one from Line Brand, which is, I think it's 3, yeah, I don't think it would work. So as long as they're the same weight, it doesn't matter what brand, you can combine them. So those are the 4 solid colors. And then I'm going to be using this one. This one I got at, I got in Monterrey, Mexico. When I go there, we go down there to visit family about twice a year, and every time I go, they have a yarn store in downtown Monterey, and they have these. There's no brand, they just sell them like this. The main reason they sell them like this is because a lot of people just buy, you know, 1 or 2 ounces of it, or 3, depending on what they use it for. I get the whole thing because I make blankets, so I do need a lot of it. And the size just depends on how much of this yarn has sold. So, but I usually get them this big. There probably sometimes there are others that are bigger. You know, it just depends again. So this one is sold over there. And again, I mean, they have a lot of colors. I really like it. So I buy myself like at least from 7 to, I don't know, 7 to 12 of these. I bring them. So I do admit that I am a yarnaholic. I buy yarn, have a lot of yarn, and what I do is I get this yarn, and then I go online to try to see if I can find colors that will match it. The lighting in here is a little bit strange. The colors are not that, like this one is really not that bright, and you will see it on the next further down on the video. I show you the square that I made, and it actually shows you the actual colors. It's just that I had to close my blinds and I have my light on, and so it looked, the colors don't look as they should. This one, yeah, but anyway. So those that yarn we're going to be using, you can use whatever yarn you'd like, whatever brand, whatever colors. It's your choice. So next I will start to see what I'm gonna do with this yarn. I'm thinking of probably using the merge blanket pattern. So I will see, and I will come back and let you know. So I decided to do 4 squares using the merge. I think it's the merge granny pattern. It is not my pattern. I found it online on YouTube. Since I found it, I've been using it a lot. I like it. I think it's a very simple pattern. It's very relaxing because you just repeat. It's repetitive and you don't have to think about it. So you can crochet, watch TV, watch your favorite shows, whatever. So this is going to be for intermediate to advanced crocheters, because I'm not going to go into depth. I'm not going to show you how to do a granny square or how to do crochet. The reason for that is because there's so many videos out there already. I mean, a lot of videos on how to crochet, double crochet, and everything explains everything. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna go ahead and let you know what I'm doing, and that way you can follow the pattern if you like. So This is a different way that I do the grannies. Usually you would, do the chain 4 and make a ring. What I do is I chain 4 and I go ahead and I start the crochet in the very last stitch. So when I do that, I already have, your chain 3 and your double crochet, and then of course you do the double crochet. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the granny. I'm gonna do 2 rounds. So I'm gonna do, this one, and then I'm gonna do 2nd round, and I'll meet you back then. So here's the granny. I did 2 rounds. So the next step, you're gonna attach, if you're using another color, you're just gonna attach it to any corner, doesn't matter. So yeah, attach it to any corner. So the merge pattern is this. You're gonna do a solid granny, then a regular granny, solid, and granny. So I always start on the solid side. So if you start on the solid, then on this side, you're gonna end in a granny. So since you're gonna end in a granny, you have to make sure that this, because you're gonna make the corner first. So you need to make sure that on this side of the corner, you do a granny pattern, granny. You're gonna do the chain 2, and then you're going to, since we're gonna do the solids, you're going to do the 2 double crochets. Anytime you start a solid, it starts and ends with 2 double crochets. And then when you start a granny, it starts and ends with, the three double crochets. So I'll just go ahead and crochet the solid. On the chain 1 space, you're just gonna do 1 double crochet. I'm gonna add anything to it. So here's this. I'm ending my solid. So if you're ending it, you just have to do your 2 double crochets. So just remember, and it starts and ends with the 2 double crochets when you're doing the solid side. Stay on now. So now we're gonna do the granny side. So you're gonna do your 3 double crochets. And just do your granny. So for this round, I'm doing that. So just go ahead and you would do it ends in the granny, and then you're gonna start your solid. So it'll be 2 double crochets, solid, 2 double crochets, and then your granny all around. So I've completed the square. So again, I ended up in the granny. So and that's why you needed to start with the 3 double crochets. So to start the, now you can do another, when you finish here, if you want to do another round like this one with the same color, you would slip stitch into the chain 2 space, and then you would start your, the chain 3, the 2 double crochets, chain 2, and then 2 double crochets to continue the solid, if that's what you like to do. And you can do like all the same color. You can do 4 or 5 rows, 2 rows, 3 rows. It doesn't matter, whatever you like. This is what I like about this pattern, is that you can just do anything you want. And I actually make this up as I go. So I've attached this. So I'm always gonna, I would recommend always starting with your solid. So since I'm gonna start with the solid, and I'm not gonna follow the same, I'm not gonna do a solid on a solid, I'm gonna do a solid on the granny. So I've attached my yarn. Make sure you attach it, because you're gonna do your solids here on the granny side, because I'm gonna do solid. And again, you're gonna end in granny on this side, so you need to have your, your 3 double crochets. And everybody knows that a chain 3 counts as a double crochet. So there you go. So there's 2, and then you do the solid. You do one double crochet in the chain one space. So you're going to do the two double crochets. Then you're going to do the chain 2, do the 3. And I'm going to show you real quick how to do the granny on the solid. So you're going to chain 1 and you're going to skip 3. So you're going to skip 1, 2, 3, and then the 4th one you're going to do your 3 double crochets. You're going to chain 1 again and then do 1, 2, 3, and then the 4th one you do 3 double crochets. So if everything is correct, you should have 3 left. So you just chain 1, skip all 3, and finish your granny side. That's how you do it. So that way you continue with the solid and then the granny. So I finished this round, which is round 4, and I attached a new color. Again, I attached it. I'm gonna do solid, so I attached it on the granny side. I'm gonna do 3 more colors. So. And I'm gonna do it like this. Solid granny, solid granny, solid granny. So I'm gonna finish those rounds, and then I think that's gonna be it for the squares. Like I said, I make this up as I go. I'll say, oh, I'll add another color, add another round. So I'm gonna look to see how it looks with the 4 colors, how big the square is, and then I'll show you what the next step would be. So I finished the other rounds, and I decided to do a border 2 color. One side is gray, gray, and dark gray. The border is a half double crochet. That way, when you sew them together, it's just, I think it looks neater. It looks cleaner, I guess what you would call it. And then of course, yay, my favorite part, and I bet you this is everybody's favorite part, have to weave in all the ends. So I'm gonna make the other 3, and I will come back and show you what they look like. So these are the squares, they're all sewed together. So the next step is to start making the blanket around it. And I will post another video. If you make this videos, if they're too long, it takes a long time for them to upload. So I'm just gonna start upload another video showing you the pattern I'm gonna use for this blanket.